Hi, this is Dr. Sage Breslin, and this is Wisdom Wednesdays, my special series on my journey with cancer, video number 36, I believe. So we are a week later after some incredible news, and for those of you who didn't see my post over the weekend, learned that the transplant that I had was 85% successful in resolving or removing the cancer cells out of the marrow. So there is a small portion of my marrow that is still compromised that at this point, I think the plan is to go back onto a low dose of chemotherapy to eliminate the rest, knock out the stragglers, as we say. So that is my hope, that that'll be successful and that I will have a new lease on life. I feel like I already do. So many of you know that today, 2/2/22, was my expected return to work, and lo and behold, here I am. I didn't know what would happen when I let my clients and patients know that I was returning to work. I didn't know if they'd be happy with their, therapists and coaches that I had provided for them while I was on leave, or whether they'd return, or gosh, so many questions. But I had a more than successful return to work today. It's always interesting, when you go away, and especially for a long period of time. I'd never before taken off 3 months, never, not for anything, not for babies, nothing. So this was really something new for me, and new in so many different ways, obviously with what I was dealing with, but learning how to fully receive, trying to limit the amount that I was giving, and really maximizing what I was receiving. It was such a lesson for me this year. But it was also learning to do almost nothing. And that was incomprehensible for me. So, the return to work today was really something of a question mark on my mind. Could I do it? How would I handle it? How would it be after doing, in my mind, so little for so long, which that's not real, but what felt like I was doing nothing for 3 months other than focusing on healing. What would it be like to return to work with the hustle and bustle? And many of you know that the work that I do, it requires a lot of energy, a lot of attention and focus, and for many cases, a lot of follow-up. So I was just really curious, what it would be like for me. So I'm about 2 hours behind schedule. Um, and that doesn't mean that I didn't stay on schedule with my clients. I did actually. I was thinking that I was going to be finished and at home 2 hours ago, and I just extended my day a little bit. And that's the wisdom that I'm actually bringing to you today. I think that for many of us who have jobs in which we experience a lot of passion, I love what I do. I wouldn't want to do a lot of other things, honestly. I have had most people don't know this. I've had a very colorful work history. I have done lots and lots of things. My first job was I was a secretary, a legal secretary, and then I did another version of that for somebody in real estate. And as part of that job, let's see, occasionally when we were flipping homes, I installed alarms. Yeah, that was a long time ago. But I've done all sorts of things. And now that I've been in this career, I've done actually a wide variety within this career. But now that I do this breakthrough work, I love it. I am so passionate about it. I give it my all. And that doesn't mean taking away from myself, but sometimes it doesn't mean sufficient boundaries. Sometimes it really doesn't mean exerting the kind of boundaries that would be healthy over the amount of time and energy I pour into it. And that's something I learned from my disease. I don't ever want a relapse. I don't ever want to go through this portion of my life again. So it means that I have to remember what I learned, remember what the disease brought me. It brought me balance, flow, getting into the Zen and staying there as often as possible and for as long as possible. It means ensuring that if I'm going to give, that I receive equally, if not more. And not necessarily just in that relationship, because oftentimes with clients and patients, we're giving and engaging our energy, and the client may not be at that same level, but there are other portions of my life where I can engage self-care or walk the dog or do other things that allow me that sense of replenishment and renewal. And I think I was very much out of balance with that. I thought in my mind that I was managing well, but my body is the evidence, right? My body clearly was out of whack. And now that I've had months to think about that, to consider that, to explore that, I really do get that. Get that my life wasn't designed for balance before. My life was designed with sort of giving at the primary. So today was another lesson in that. It's almost like, if God could have set up the perfect day, perfect return to work day, here it was. I was engaged and enjoying things, and, more clients were coming in, and, payments were being made, and, I was having fun in the office, like filing my paperwork, and suddenly I looked up and I thought, okay, first of all, haven't shot my video or uploaded it. Second of all, I did eat my lunch. I packed myself a good, healthy lunch. I didn't exactly eat it on time, but not too bad, not too bad. And the score's about 8 out of 10 on that. But I thought, gosh, I have seen myself as laying down and taking a rest by about 3 o'clock, 3:30. So this was my wake-up call that as I return to work, as I do more, I'm going to really have to ride myself to stick to my guns about my schedule. And that's going to be a great challenge for me. I'm going to do it. For those of you wanting to get in, be prepared. I'm working Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays between 11 and 3 Pacific Standard Time. And I'm going to have to stick to that, guys, because my health is really requiring that I take it slow and that I give you my all when I'm with you. I don't want to, whether it's a client or a colleague or a friend or my children, I don't want to be sluggish or out of energy or tapped or distracted when I'm with you. I want to be all in. If you want a deep dive, I want to be all in with you. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. I just want to be completely physically present. And I know that by sticking to my boundaries, that's going to allow me to do that. So I am excited to be back at work. I really love it. And so it was hard for me not to be able to do it for 3 months. I'm going to look forward to my days in between when I am relaxing and replenishing and focusing on life and family. But I'm really looking forward to speaking with you all and maybe making some of those breakthroughs you've been ready to make. So thank you for waiting for me. I'm ready. So do take a look in the comments to see some of the new 2022 specials. They will be available for purchase through the end of February, and they won't expire until the end of the year. So if you've been curious about this work that we do and you've got some breakthroughs that you're ready to make, I'm here for you. Thank you so much for being part of my tribe. I look forward to speaking with you very soon. And this is Dr. Sage Breslin, Wisdom Wednesdays.